What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you haven't, and let's talk about some BTC. Yeah. So earlier today in the Discord, when the price was at about $400 higher than it was now, right around 88K, a little bit above 88K, but right around there. I made a note in the Discord that I think we are going to move down. The optimism that I had yesterday that we would continue to move up, I think it has slowly been given away, right? With this move here, we should have continued to go. We had the volume increasing and everything, but we rejected off the overbought zone here on the RSI. That's never a good thing. And we also have this like lower high structure in the RSI while like kind of rounding off here. That is some form of bearish divergence. And then also, of course, volume's increasing, but technically decreasing as you're trying to move higher, right? It just really, whenever you see volume come in like this, like it looks pretty similar to the levels we saw over here, but you're not going anywhere. That's a telltale sign 9 out of 10 times, if not 10 out of 10 times, that you're going to reverse, right? You're going to see a little bit of a consolidation phase, a little bit of a pullback, right? And I still stand by it, even though I do expect that we're going to go lower than this low here. I would still advocate the buy at this price, right? I would advocate the buy. I don't care if it's here. I don't care if it was $5,000 higher than here, right? If anybody's trying to come on here and be like, you were advocating to buy yesterday, haha, now we're down not even 1%. Like, okay, you got me. Maybe we're down like 1% from where I was talking yesterday. I don't know. But the thing is like the amount that we're going to go down, you guys, the amount of price that we're going to drop from here, it's going to be so insignificant that I don't think it's worth it for the average investor, the average trader or speculator to try and guess when this bottom is going to come in. Because my guess would be if you just bought here, you're probably going to get in at a lower price than you would be getting in after the low comes in. Because once that low comes in, guys, it's going to bounce so fast. I wonder how many people, just as like a test, right, of your own convictions, of your own like beliefs and how you handle things, right? How many people were waiting to buy up here? And the price started to go down here, right? It started to go down. They're like, haha, I'm vindicated. I'm going to get it. And then as the price was here, as it was grazing that 90K area yet again, right? We actually saw technically like the exact same high that we saw yesterday or 2 days ago. How many of you during this time were like, shit, I should have just bought down here, right? But now it's going to go down there again, and you're going to be like, haha, I'm not buying now. It's going to go lower. And it probably does go lower. But the whole point that I'm making is this happens fast, right? The most ideal point, and this really was, since we were at like 67K, that was the most ideal drop-off. And I'll show you what I mean, right? We can go back and measure. I did it yesterday. Since we started moving up from 66.8K, right? The biggest drop we had from a low to a high was here at 2.5%. Here, high to low, not low to high, 2.9%. High to low here, 2.5%, right? I feel like there was one that was 3.5%. I'm just missing it somewhere. No, I feel like I got that one. Oh, maybe it's this one. There we go, 3.5% there, right? That's the biggest one we've seen so far, biggest drop we've seen, right? Yesterday's price action brought us a 5% drop. And I was saying this in yesterday's video, actually. I was like, before we had this drop, right? I said, okay, if we do drop from here, the biggest drop we've seen so far is 3.5%. What are we going to see? Twice that size? 4 times that size, which would be a 14% drop. A 14% drop from the high, by the way, would take us all the way down to right around 77K, right? Maybe that's as low as we go. Maybe. I don't care if it's 77K and we're at 90K right now. I'd still be advocating for the buy. I think it's a great time to buy because I think it's going to be irrelevant, right? If the amount of people, I would bet if I said that I think it's good to hold off and buy at lower prices, the amount of people that actually do that, I don't think it's going to happen. I think there'd be an insignificant amount of you who would do that. Where if I'm saying now's a good time to buy, and now's a good time to buy, and now's a good time to buy day after day, I bet there's going to be a lot more people who get in. And that's kind of my whole mission right now, right? Like a I don't know what to call them, like a missionary. I'm trying to spread the good word of the good coin, right? It's always a good time to get in. And I really do think that Bitcoin's going to go down. I don't think it's going to go down 14%. Again, this 5% drop, 5.3% drop is intense for what we've seen so far, for the majority of this like last little move up, breaking out to new all-time highs. Something a little bit bigger, sure, but I think if we take this low to high here, we can project out our fib extensions and see that 83.8K comes on the table. That would make, oops, let's see if I can get this right. Come on, you, where are you at? Why won't it let me? I'm just gonna have to do it again, who cares? All these things. If it goes down to 83.8K, that's a 6.7% drop, pretty close to double the biggest drop we've seen so far, excluding yesterday's drop, right? If we saw the 1618 go down, that'd be an 8.55% drop. We could go lower to the 2272, something like that, you know, but again, 77K showing up again here, not just in the perspective of speculative percentage drops, but in the sense of an actual 2618 extension, right? We could go a little lower. We do have price down here that could hold as support, previous areas of resistance to hold as support, but you know, again, from that's from the top. I'm not saying we're going to drop this much right now. I would think more so, you know, from this price, at the most we drop 12%. At the least, we would drop another 4%. But I am convinced that we're going to go down. I am convinced Bitcoin is going to move lower. I think it's more obvious in the shorter term time frames. The daily time frames, when you zoom out, sure, it's going to go lower, but it's going to be a lot less significant. I still expect, this week has 4 days, 21 hours left. I expect by the end of this week, we will be above 90K. I expect that's going to happen, right? This move down, it's not going to be like what we've seen prior to this breakout move, right? Like all of these moves down after moving up, it's not the same as what we're doing now, right? Even this stuff's not the same. I wouldn't say. I mean, maybe at the most 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days down, maybe. I think if we were to pull back, it would take at the most a week, but I'm expecting it'll take a little less time. I think there's too many people who want to get in, and I think if the pullback's going to happen, it's going to have to be quick to throw a bunch of people off. If it takes time, day by day, that might hurt some leverage traders, but it also might give some people more opportunities to get their funds together, get things prepared. Buy pressure comes in. I don't know. I don't feel like it's going to be a quick move or a slow move down. I feel like it is going to be a fast move down. So I would expect that by the end of this week, we're closing, if not around these levels, higher, right? Maybe even above 90K by the end of this week. But I also do expect that over the next couple days, we'll probably move down. Okay, probably move down. I think 77K would be the lowest that we go. But I do like, let's see, from a low to a high. I do like the 79K area for support as well. And then from this relative low to high here, this might give us some other stuff. I don't know, 77K showing up there again. 75K maybe, and that kind of makes sense. Previous all-time highs, right? And then 80K, you know. We don't even have to drop that low. We really could. We're at 87K now, guys. The lowest we go might be 84K or 80K itself. But lower nonetheless. I'm definitely expecting at the least, I'm expecting prices to go at the least to 84K. At least there. At the most, maybe like 75K, maybe. But I'm personally not expecting 75K. I would even be surprised if we went to 77K. But it could happen. I'm personally more expecting 83.4 to, let's say, 80K. Somewhere. Sorry, not 83.4. I meant to say 84. 84 to 80K. That's what I'm expecting. Something lower than this most recent low, but nothing that's like crazy dramatically lower. Okay? I don't know if I have anything else to say. I hope that makes sense. Definitely, again, sticking with the idea that it's a good time to buy always, any day from now on until we're above 100K. It's a good time to buy, guys, because you never know, right? Calling for this, just like yesterday, right? We were waiting. I think I said in yesterday's video that we would, maybe it was for a different coin, but a similar idea that like if we were to go up, we would need immediate continuation. If we hang out, if we chill like this, if volume decreases, we might have to rethink it within a 24-hour period. Where here we are a day later. We didn't move up. We didn't get the immediate continuation. We're chilling. So it would make sense that we're going down. I was quick to change my opinion on the matter, right? Yesterday, during this exact same time for this exact same video, I was saying we were going to go up. We were going to see 90K. I was calling for the 12th to be the first day that we see Bitcoin above 90K and closing above 90K. And I was wrong. We didn't actually get there. Oh, it did. Actually, it did break 90K yesterday. What? Is that true? Okay, well, it broke 90K, but it didn't close above 90K. Yeah, okay, we broke above 90K. Okay, so in a sense, I guess, I don't know what my exact call was, but who cares? All I'm trying to say, guys, is yesterday I was saying we were going to go up. Today I'm saying we're going to go down. Don't count on the fact that we are going to go down. With a very high probability, I believe we will see prices lower than this. I do believe we'll go to at least 84K, if not lower. with a high probability. And even with that, you never know when this thing it can look like that, but who cares? It moves up anyways, right? This is Bitcoin, this is crypto in the most bullish phase of the cycle. That's why I don't care what the price is, 87K, 77K, you gotta get in. You just gotta get in and don't look back, right? If it goes lower, and in times like this too, obviously don't throw in 100% of your money all at once. Maybe put it in day by day, right? If we're expecting the next couple days to drop, maybe put in like 20%, like halfway through the day, 20% at the end of the day, another 20% halfway through the day, another 20% at the end of the day, and then I don't know, something like that, right? Space it out is all I'm trying to say. If that's too complicated, space it out less, or if it's not complicated enough, space it out more. If you want to just throw it all in at once, go for it, but probably not the best idea, but it's not the worst idea either. Like getting all into crypto right now is not a bad idea at all, really. But being overbought, grazing the 90 on the daily, the way the daily looks, we've got this kind of like trend going up, don't we? It would make sense that we come back down. I don't think we have to go all the way to the base of this trend, right? We could find support on the overbought zone, so do expect that. But something of like an abrupt move, something bigger than what we've seen really since the beginning of this month, really, is probably upon us, right? We might even see bigger red days than anything we've seen since October. Maybe even before that, yeah. Maybe even since September. But nothing crazy, nothing dramatic, right? We're not like it's not going to be. We're seeing 10%, 11% up days. We're not going to see that to the downside, at least not in a given daily period. But I'm running out of steam. I'm rambling at this point. The 4-hour RSI overbought for a long time. Now it's not. This is the second time not getting overbought, right? I think that it's going to move down, right? Consolidated a lot, and you look like you're breaking down, right? 1 hour. Although to be fair here too, you did look like you were breaking down actually right here, and then you just went up. So again, just advocating the buy no matter what, right? 1 hour time frame, lower lows, dramatically lower lows while finding higher lows. That is hidden bullish divergence, but in the meantime, in the more relative time frame, you do have these lower highs coming in with this kind of like flat top. That is a bearish kind of look. So I would expect you're breaking the 50, looking like you're going to get a lower low here. I would think this goes below this low here, but still probably above these lows. Probably not even below 80K, but there are targets down there, right? I'm repeating myself at this point. 84K to 80K is where I think we're going to go, with the exceptions of maybe 77K, 75K being the areas that we could go, but very, very unlikely in my opinion. But if we go there, it's not broken. It's not the end of the world. It's fine that if we go there, right? But it's just not my expectation. So expectation is over the next day or two, move down, and then to finish off the week, we move back up. We very well could be above 90K by the end of this week. And now that I've said everything at least 3 times, I think I'm good to go. So hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.